The J papers were hoarded because there's a historian there, who I will not name because he's now dead, but who thought he was going to write the great J biography. And as a result, the papers were never published, and they've only started to be, the publication date of the first 2-3 volumes recent. So that we don't, just, there's not that much out there about Jay. And as I have come to see him, he is a significant figure. And that, I'll give you a scene. August 3rd, 1782, Paris. Jay is in this big room with a map on the desk with the Spanish minister to France named Aranda. Aranda, and France has a treaty with Spain, and we've been told we can't do anything without the approval of France. Continental Congress, those are instructions. So we have to also pay attention to what Spain wants. And Aranda points to this place on the map somewhere near Presque Isle, down a line through what is now Toledo to what is now Tallahassee. And he says, everything east of that line is yours. Everything west of that line is ours, Spain's. Jay, nobody, he can't call back home to guidance here or anything like that. He says, no, I don't have to draw a line. Points to the Mississippi. That's our western border. It is non-negotiable. That's how we get the eastern third of North America. He goes back to Franklin's quarters, and Franklin's got the gout. He hadn't been there. Adams is up in the Netherlands trying to negotiate a deal with the bankers up there. So it's Jay doing this by himself, and he says we have to break our instructions. If we do not do that, we're tied into the interest of France and Spain in a way. And he throws this pipe in the fireplace, and Franklin, who has been very loyal to the French, has to be convinced of this, but eventually he is. So this is a man he in his correspondence with Washington he's the guy who can talk to Washington as an equal. And it's always very clear. And Jay's a kind of guy with a kind of built-in serenity about him. And he's so nice all the time, too. You can't hate him. And even when he disagrees with you, a New York Ratifying Convention, I'm sorry, sir, I do not understand your argument. Please explain it again to me. It's like, this is a guy who is, and his relationship with his wife, the correspondence with Sarah is almost as good as the correspondence between Abigail and John Adams. So Ellis says, go long on John Jay. And the Jay Treaty is the major diplomatic achievement of the Washington administration. Jay suffers enormously in terms of reputation for that. Adams says that should qualify him to be president. Anybody who does the right thing, Donald Trump and these people ought to study this, at the expense of their political reputation is a virtuous man and thereby qualified to be president. He becomes governor of New York, and he's the guy that ends slavery in New York. So this is a guy who's going to be part of the top tier, I think, over the next 20 years or so.